Right then, let's talk about something that affects every single one of our kids. School lunch. We think we know what it's all about, don't we? A bit of mystery meat, some lumpy mash, a carton of milk. But what if I told you one of the very first hot school lunches served in America was a simple steaming bowl of soup made with nothing but macaroni and potatoes? No protein, no colorful veg, just pure starchy fuel. It's a world away from the 5-a-day we fight for now, isn't it? This simple fact opens up a massive story, a journey of how we thought about feeding our children over the last century. It's packed with good intentions, massive mistakes, protests, and a constant battle for what's right. This isn't just about food, it's about poverty, war, science, parents, lunch ladies, and politicians. When you peel back the layers of that plastic-wrapped sandwich or lift the lid on that cafeteria tray, you find a reflection of our society's values. So buckle up. We're going on a wild ride through the last 100 years of school dinners. Think about it. Let's wind the clock back to the early 1900s. Picture a world without buzzing cafeterias and vending machines. For most kids, lunch was something you brought from home, if you were lucky. A hunk of bread smeared with lard, maybe cheese, a hard-boiled egg. Leftovers were a luxury. For many children, the lunch pail was empty. They went through school on an empty stomach. These weren't lunches designed for brain food. They were about sustenance, caloric fuel to fend off hunger. Charities and reformers set up penny lunches. For a penny, a child could get a warm meal like bean soup, stew, or macaroni and potatoes. Warm, filling, a beacon of hope for many. These grassroots acts laid the groundwork for a century of public policy. The humble lunch pail tells a story of hardship. The penny lunch tells a story of hope. For decades, charities led, then One Two changed everything. Many young men were rejected for military service due to malnutrition. This became a national security issue. A healthy nation needs healthy children. In 1946, President Truman signed the National School Lunch Act, a federally funded nationwide program. To get funding, schools had to serve Type A lunches: protein, vegetables, fruit, bread, and a half pint of milk. Menus were often dictated by surplus commodities, which sometimes led to odd combinations. Despite quirks, millions got reliable meals. The National School Lunch Act transformed charity into a right. It created the modern cafeteria and a national commitment to children's nutrition. But reliance on surpluses and rules meant the system had limitations. Sometimes meals met the letter of the law more than the spirit. As America entered the 50s and 60s, optimism and convenience arrived, and they marched into the cafeteria. Processed food exploded. Canning, freezing, and dehydrating made mass feeding easier. Canned meats, frozen veggies, powdered milk. School kitchens became factory-like. Efficiency over freshness. Compartment trays were perfect for pre-portioned processed components. Corn, fish sticks, instant mash, creamed chipped beef on toast, tuna casserole from canned soup, and Jell-O salads were common. For many kids, these were treats. But the nutrition quality slipped as salt, sugar, and fat rose to keep processed food palatable. The connection to food origins was lost. Food came from a can or box, not from the ground. The era set a dangerous precedent. We normalized industrialized food and reheating over cooking, a shift with long-term consequences. The 80s brought fast food culture and clever marketing. They branded food as fun. Branded fast food moved into cafeterias. Pizza kiosks, burger stations, tater tots, chicken nuggets, and pudding cups. In 1981, the Reagan administration proposed nutrition rollbacks, even counting ketchup as a vegetable. Public outcry stopped it, but the attitude shifted. Guidelines were stretched. Focus moved from nutrition to profits and participation. We trained kids to crave high-calorie, nutrient-poor foods, normalizing daily pizza, fries, and sugary drinks. The result, a generation disconnected from real food and a health crisis we still battle. The 80s were fun, but for school food, a nutritional disaster. An empty salad bar became a symbol. It set the stage for obesity and diet-related illness, and for the pushback that followed. After decades of processed meals, the pendulum began to swing back. Childhood obesity rates were impossible to ignore. Parents, chefs, doctors, and public health advocates demanded change. A turning point came in 2010 with the Healthy, Hunger-Free Kids Act, championed by First Lady Michelle Obama. The act mandated more whole grains, doubled fruit and vegetable servings, set calorie limits, and reduced sodium and unhealthy fats. There was pushback and industry lobbying. But school food directors got creative to make healthy meals appealing on tight budgets. We saw salad bars, ovens replacing deep fryers, and chefs partnering with schools. Not every school changed, but progress is visible. And the cafeteria is a battleground between old industrial models and fresh local food. The mission is the same: nourish bodies and minds. Healthy food can be delicious and a source of pride, not a punchline. Let's put real food on historical plates. Menus tell the story. See the menus and the changes. 1920s, Monday split pea soup, Tuesday baked beans, Wednesday vegetable stew, Thursday creamed codfish, Friday macaroni and potatoes, always bread. 1950s, Type A, meatloaf and potatoes, hot dog day, Spanish rice, American goulash, fish sticks and tater tots, and half-pint whole milk every day. 1980s, rectangular pizza, cheeseburgers and fries, chicken nuggets, taco boats, pizza rules again, and corn dogs. Today, baked chicken, whole wheat roll, roasted broccoli, salad bar, turkey tacos on whole wheat tortillas, black beans, whole grain pasta, fresh fruit, grilled chicken, sweet potato wedges, and small whole wheat crust pizza. The difference is striking: color, variety, and emphasis on whole foods. Menus reflect culture. Each tray is a snapshot of its time. You can't separate school lunch history from the major events and laws that shaped our world. The Great Depression and surplus food distribution spurred federal involvement. Charity wasn't enough. World War II revealed malnutrition's impact on national strength, which led directly to the 1946 National School Lunch Act. School meals also supported farmers via surplus purchasing. Food policy and school trays have been linked ever since. Cold War fitness, Reagan-era deregulation, and later the obesity crisis each nudged school lunch policy in new directions. Today's Healthy Hunger-Free Kids Act is the mirror image of past policy. As malnutrition drove the 1940s, obesity drove the 2010 reforms. The tray always reflects our priorities. From potato soup to salad bars, where do we go from here? One trend: universal free school meals. Ending stigma and administrative burden, ensuring every child has fuel to learn. More plant-based options, reduced food waste, farm-to-school sourcing, and school gardens link plates to planet and local economies. Apps for menus and feedback, smart ordering, waste tracking, and allergy-friendly workflows will make kitchens more responsive. We should value school food pros, give every school a real kitchen, and teach cooking alongside math and reading. It depends on parents, chefs, policymakers, and communities. Imagine lunches that nourish kids, support local farms, reduce waste, and inspire pride. Let's get it right. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Next Verse for more surprising fun facts.